Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to another video of One Tool a Week Guy. If you're new to the channel, we take a look at tools every week. So if you love tools, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. What is it that we're going to be taking a look at this week? Well, this week I went ahead and picked up two items that are pretty much similar to what they are, but good comparison. That way you know what you're getting into or purchasing. So with that being said, guys, the first item that we're going to be taking a look at is going to be this baby right here. This one right here is going to be the Klein Tools 8-in-1 interchangeable insulated screwdriver set, model number 32288. So let's go ahead, and as you can tell, I already went ahead and opened it up. That way we know what we have and get there. So with that, let's go ahead and open this up. The first part is you are going to get a nice little case. Of course, it's a sticker protecting the logo, and you open it up and you're going to be able to store these items in this case. So let's put the case over here for the meantime, and let's go ahead and open this baby up and see what else. So the next item is going to be the handle, and of course it is going to be rated up to 1,000 volts. So that's a very nice little touch feature, and of course it's gonna have Klein's rubber or famous rubber with their plastic or acrylic side on there, and Klein Tools, and of course it's going to be rated up to 1,000 volts right there. So another neat feature, it is going to be a twist off, and you are going to have a latch inside, and as soon as you twist it, you can see the latch moving back and forth. Now the actual length on this is going to be 4 inches and 5/8 long, and of course insulated like I said. So let's go ahead and move that one to the side. The next one is going to be this. It's going to come with an insulated flathead, which the flathead itself is going to be 1/4 inch wide, and the actual length on this baby right here, whenever it's inside of the handle, it's just gonna click on there and you're gonna have it latched on. Now the actual length of the blade right there with the handle connected is going to be 5 3/4 of an inch long. Now again, guys, you just twist it and it's gonna fly out, so just be careful, make sure you have it inside. That way it doesn't fly off too far, which I do like it. Instead of having to push down and pull it out, I do like the feature that it does pop out on its own. So if you could see it, let's go ahead and do it again. You twist it and it pops out. Very nice little feature. So let's go ahead and put the flathead over here. The next item that you're going to get is going to be a Phillips head, the same length, and of course you pop it in there, and it is going to be 5 3/4 of an inch long. At the 4 inches and 5/8, 5 inches and 3/4, and that's going to be your end-to-end measurement. So just keep that in mind. And it is going to be a Phillips head number 2, and of course it is going to withstand up to 1,000 volts rating. So go ahead and twist it off, and it's going to pop off. So put this one to the side. The next one is going to be, you're going to get a double-sided. So this was one of the features that I like the most out of this Klein, is that you're going to be able to use double-sided blades. So you go ahead and switch it over and have it in there. Now of course the first side is going to be a square number 1 for you electricians that use it a lot, and the second one's going to be a square number 2. Now you pop it in there, and that blade measurement is going to be 3.5 inches long from the handle right here. You flip it over, it's going to be the same measurement, and you go ahead and pop it out, move it over to the side. The next one that you're going to get is going to be a Phillips head number 1, and then you're going to get a flat head with a 3/16 inch wide body, or I guess flat head right there. That way you're able to fit into tight spots. Also, it's going to be nice and narrow in the front. That way you're able to fit into certain areas that you wouldn't be able to fit otherwise. So that's another nice little feature. And of course you're going to have the Phillips head, twist it off, and you're going to be able to pop it off on there. And last but not least, the final one that you're going to get is going to be a Phillips head number 2, and of course a flat head that's going to be 1/4 inch wide, and of course it's going to be narrow both sides. That way you're able to fit into areas that I guess most of them wouldn't be able to fit. So on top of that, you're also gonna have a nice little hexagon there. If you got to put a little width, a little crescent that's also insulated, you got to make that pushing on there. It is gonna catch. Now keep in mind that the double-sided are going to be 3.5 inches long once it's inside. And then after that, of course, you add the handle. Now the total price that it's going to set you back on Amazon is going to be $49.99. So let's go ahead and slide this over here, and you go ahead and open up this baby right here, and you're going to be able to store these in here. And there you're going to have it, guys, already stored up. You go ahead and close this up right here. And you're gonna have it in a nice little pouch. That way you know that it's all gonna be in there. As far as the insulation, we go ahead and throw that out, and you're gonna have a nice Klein logo in the front. That way you know it's your Klein Tools and 1000-volt rated insulation. Now the next one that I went ahead and purchased was probably the similar or pretty much the same thing, just a little one less bit, and that was going to be this puppy right here. This is going to be the Wera 05003470 001, the Craft Form Compact VDE 60 i7. So let's go ahead and open this up, and as you can tell, it's going to come in this little case, and the case is actually smaller already than the actual pouch. So that's one thing that I do find a plus, or a pretty nice little feature. I do like compact stuff and having it in that. So inside you're gonna have a couple stickers and some other instructions, and of course it's gonna come with the Wera Velcro. The pouch in the back itself has a belt loop where you can put it inside your belt or your tool belts, and then also over here you're gonna have Velcro and some sticky side. That way if you choose to stick it somewhere, it's gonna show. And of course you're gonna have the Wera logo, and at the bottom you're gonna have the Craft Form insulated logo, which again, it's gonna be 1000 volts rating. And of course Wera's 1000-volt rating tools are going to be yellow and red. So let's go ahead and pop it open, and this is going to be the case that it's gonna come with. It is a tad bit similar to the Klein's, but again, the Klein's is just gonna be a good amount, you know, just a good size, larger than the Wera. So just keep that in mind. Inside you are going to get the Wera Craft Form handle, which is famous for Wera, and of course it's going to be pretty ergonomic, pretty comfortable to have, and of course yellow and red indicating that it's going to be 1000-volt rating. And of course you push it down, that way you could latch on and also loosen up the tool. So let's go ahead and see what we got. The first one that you're going to get is going to be the Phillips head number 2, and of course you go ahead and slide it in there, and there you go. You're going to be able to use it and remove whatever you have to. Now of course the Phillips head number 2 is going to be at 3 7/8 of an inch long, and of course the actual handle itself is going to be 4 inches long. Now you go ahead and push it on there, and you're able to release it. The next one that you're going to get, let's go ahead and slide it out, is going to be the Phillips head number 1. And of course you put it on there, and pretty much all the shafts are going to be the same size. It's going to be this 3 7/8 of an inch long. The next one is going to be this. Now this one's going to be the flat head, and the flat head itself is going to be 1 millimeter thick, and it's going to be 5.5 millimeters wide, or it's going to be 3/16 of an inch wide. So just keep that in mind. So let's keep on going, and as you could tell, all of them are going to be insulated. That way they could withstand, let me move these right here. That way they could withstand that 1000-volt rating. So let's go ahead and slide this out. The next one is going to be another flat head. And of course, this one's going to be 0.8 of a millimeter thick on the flat head. And the width is going to be 4 millimeters wide, or and similar is going to be 1/8 of an inch wide. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention, all of them are going to have the information right here in the actual shaft, which is pretty nice, and so is the Klein one. So if it's going to tell you which one's which on there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next one is going to be this, and this one's going to be the second to last flat head. And this one's going to be a 0.6 millimeters thick as far as this side right here. And then the width on it is going to be 3.5 millimeters wide, or it's still going to be about a little bit smaller, or just about 1/8 of an inch wide. So there's that one right there. And last but not least is going to be the last flathead, which is going to be the smallest and narrowest one. And this one's going to be a 0.4 millimeter thick on the flathead and 2.5 millimeters wide. Other than that, guys, you're probably looking about on Amazon $45.99, which are pretty sweet. So let's go ahead and put these back on there. And there you're gonna have it, guys. This is going to be both of the sets that we took a look at. And again, guys, they're both gonna do the same thing. It's just a preference of what you want to go with. If you want to go with an American brand, or if you want to go with a German brand over here. And of course, size and comparison is a bit different as far as the items, but besides that, it's gonna consist of the same item. So choose your poison. As far as that, we are almost at 6,000 subscribers, so you know what that means. We will be giving away a Veto Pro Pack Tech Pack, so stick around, and once we hit 6,000 subscribers, the next video is going to be when the giveaway is going to be done. As always, guys, thank y'all for the support, and thanks for watching One Tool a Week, guys.